Look alive, ladies and gentlemen. We are here.
You need to
What?
look alive. You looked lost right there.
Did I?
Yeah, like
I
what
was
was
looking.
going on?
I was looking for something. And then I got a little phlegm in my throat whenever I went to breathe in through my nose, so that screwed up my.
Here we go.
So, episode 149, July 17th, 2024. Happy National Lottery Day. There is not a better day than the lottery day for what we're about to embark on in about 4 hours, I would say.
Hey,
Correct?
but technically that's tomorrow.
Technically, it is.
But when you play the lottery, you have to make your picks.
You got to get it before they draw.
Yes,
So technically, that's what we're doing.
you're right.
Getting it before we draw.
You're right.
I
And I'm
wanted
wrong.
to start the show with the national anthem. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Anything's
kidding.
better than the girl that did it at the home run
Dude,
derby.
did you see what happened after that, though?
She claims that she was wasted.
Yeah. And then checked into rehab and all that. I mean, if that's the
I
case,
mean,
that's
kudos to her for recognizing a problem, but
right.
maybe just
But
don't show up to do the national anthem drunk
yeah,
unless
that
you
would
know
be
what you're doing.
that's a good start. Um, the thing, like, golly, dude, whenever I was listening to it the first couple of times, I'm like, well, I saw it on Twitter first, and I was like, well, I get what's wrong with the national anthem? What happened? And then I found a few videos, and I was like, oh no, this poor chick. I mean, that's your time to shine. Like, there's no sports on. Like, everybody's watching the home run derby, and I don't know. I didn't know who she was to begin with. Apparently, she's been nominated for like 4 Grammys or something, and then I
Yeah.
heard a song that she sang, and I was like, she's one of those yodeler country girls that, does a lot of
Well,
scaling.
and that's what's in right now. So,
Yeah.
like,
Not for me, it's not,
I
buddy.
mean, what for a lot of people, but to be completely transparent, I was seeing a lot of things about it as you were, but I did not listen to it because, again, you know, I don't wanna kick somebody when they're down, but whenever
No.
she said that she apologized because she was wasted, then I had to go back and listen to it,
Yes.
and boy, it was bad.
Well, I mean, the tweets were flying, the memes were flying, everything was flying around. Uh, and then she comes out and says that, and then now she set herself up for a really good comeback. Hopefully, everything she does the right way. So, but anyways, that was there's been some bad national anthems, and that was up there. So,
That was bad.
but I realized what I really wanted. I mean, dude, final major of the year. There's no better time than to do this right now and let people know what we're all about. So I'm going to share my screen right here, and
Let's
this
see it.
this is our this is us this week. This is us,
That's right.
the Troon Squad.
It took
We
me
love
about
what
2 days to realize what that was.
yes, and I got the colors pretty good there with the matching. I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I
Didn't
thought
catch
you
it. Didn't
maybe
catch.
cut a piece out and matched it. You know, you can do that on, like, Photoshop or whatever. You can match colors.
Nope, I didn't. I did all that by. I'm telling you, dude. With this Mematic and this, I'm in the game now, dude. I know what I'm doing. So, but the Troon Squad's here. It's the final major of the year, and I'm pretty much all in for the Millie. We've been. We had a long discussion.
How
I asked
many
you
how
for
many are you hand dialing in?
35. 35 in for the Millie. That's quite a steep check that I cut to get in
What?
there.
Why 35?
I wanted it to be a round number. I know, yes, I'll do 34, but I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to do 34 entries, I might as well do 35 because it puts
Unless
me at a
you do
round number.
39.
No, nope.
4 more, that's a round number.
So it puts me at an even number and leaves me.
Last I checked, 35 was an odd number.
It is odd, but it's round.
Well, hen dog
So
is round, you're right.
It's true. So I'm channeling the power of Hen Dog. Shout out Hen Dog if you're listening. But I'm all in for this thing, dude. Let me tell you that right now. I we were debating back and forth, and I always ask him like, what should I do? And then you give advice, and then we ignore each other's advice and do what we really want to do. We just wanted you to agree with us, but we never agree on anything. So I don't know why we keep asking each other for advice.
What kind of friend are you if you always agree with a person?
True.
That's what makes friendships great. Because you disagree. If you always agree, then I don't know.
Yeah, that's the whole point of a group chat is to just get in there and everybody argue with each other.
I can't
So
remember in the 20 years that we've known each other that we've ever had a consistent everybody agrees on the same one. I mean, guarantee later in the show when we pick our consensus winner that none of us will agree with the same person.
U.S. hockey team, but you had to work that day. U.S. soccer team too.
Well, other than picking for America.
Okay, that's the only time we're obligated by that. So
Demo's
anyway,
here early. Thought he was going to be
Demo,
late tonight, but he's here early. I did get a
yep,
fresh cut, got shaped up.
he's got to get. Yeah,
You
is
know
that
what they
bad luck?
say?
Before
No. Who
okay.
always shows up to play when they get haircuts before big games? I'm testing the theory.
I'm just okay. So we're the Troon Squad this week, and let me stop this. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to take it all away. But anyways, we're the Troon Squad. Uh, Final major of the year. We're over in Scotland. The thing tees off in about 4 hours. We're in for the MILLY. You're in a 20 max, are you not?
I'm in a 20 max and the
Okay.
free contest
And the
and
free
our listener league.
listener league's popping off, by the way.
Let's go.
That thing is climbing right now. Shout out to Byron for Sakin for sharing those things and DFS golf stats. They're all in on this. There was some trash talking going on in the comments.
I know I need to really study. I don't know if my you and I both we like to build our single entry first and enter that
Yes.
into like our
Yep.
single entries obviously. I don't know that that's my best lineup.
Are you asking me advice right here on the live air?
Well, I can't tell
You
you who
know?
I'm playing, then everybody else will know. Maybe we'll talk after the show.
Okay. All right. I got us into another social media war. I don't know if you know this.
I don't. I'm
Do
not
you know,
surprised.
this is like the third one this year. Do you know with whom?
I don't.
Le'Veon Bell.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me. I'm confused
Le'Veon
on
Bell.
what it's about though.
There was a video of Nick Chubb doing heavy back squats,
600 pounds
right?
after ACL tear.
Is that what it was? Was it 600?
I think so. Yeah.
It was 5 or 600 pounds. And of course, all the former players are quote tweeting, "This is what they put us through. They tell us to push through the pain. And this is why y'all wonder why we don't last that long." And all I said was, whoever was teaching you to push through it was wrong. And all you need to do is just get the right education on how to do this. And then he sent a whole big long message about wear and tear and this and that. And then your boy went in. Your boy went absolutely into physical therapy mode. And I'm like, load management is the biggest joke of this century as far as athletics goes. You don't know what you're doing. He's in a rehab program. And right now, he's between 6 and 9 months of his second knee surgery within the last 8 months. And this is the time to load the knee because he can't really do sport specific cutting yet, I'm sure, because of the significance of his knee. And so everybody's like, this is why we get hurt. Ugh. And I'm like, shut up. This is when you're supposed to load. And if you don't load right now, you're going to lose the window of when the tissue will be able to accept loading. You idiots. So this load management, like this
Preach,
is a
brother.
whole,
Preach.
it's a whole different ball game when you're in the rehab game. Like he is trying to come back, and right now he needs to get his tissues under as much tensile loading as he possibly can, so that when he goes to do these things, his tissue doesn't fail. Man, did I go off, man. I did
Did
not
I?
mean to.
Was I just in church? Because I just heard a sermon.
Dude, it was, and then all these Yahoos kept chiming in. I agree with you, Le'Veon. I'm like, you guys are idiots. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He just
They're
did what
probably
somebody
also in his DM asking for an autograph
true, but
or
I
a
would
hot
never.
Tua. But
Dude, I went off. I was, oh man. Shout out to him for responding though.
hey,
I gotta
come on the
respect.
show.
He earned a follow from us. I followed him after that. I
Come on the
respect.
show.
That's like a handshake in life. It's like when I
That's
follow
right.
you, that's a handshake. I
Hey,
dapped him up.
I was gonna say that's a dap. That's a dap.
I'm not gonna do the. I saw your salute your sports. So I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things that school's
Well,
dealing with.
you obviously didn't see my how dare you because you already did that one.
Wait, which one?
My how dare you was gonna be to the national anthem.
It was in the top, dude.
So,
I'm sorry.
well, I didn't read. I'll come up. I'll have a new one by the end of the
I know
show.
you will. I know you will. I believe. I believe. I believe that we will win. Super James is here. Yes, Super James.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, dude. We missed you. Get in the contest. Are you in the contest? It's our biggest one of the year. Okay. National. I mean, I'm fired up about this major, dude. The cool thing about this major is when we wake up in the morning, the first round is gonna be half over, so you're gonna know where you stand as far as DraftKings goes.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna know where your balls are.
Yeah, and I think I mean, we can go into it a little bit. I was a lot of wind on Friday afternoon. So if you're building some lineups, if you haven't already completed, if you're building a couple lineups, you might want to look at the guys teeing off late first day,
late
early second
today.
day. Yes.
Well, way to ruin my guy that I was gonna pick. But I also have a secret weapon for that. So
Oh,
yep.
let's hear it.
No, you have to wait till we go down until we take a ride, buddy. Just wait till we take a ride. Okay. National. Anything else that we could? I mean, today people are clamoring right now. Go ahead. I don't know what we're clapping for.
Round of applause to us.
Why?
For fighting the big fight, for fighting the good fight, and getting our Apple podcast
Did you
back.
do that on purpose?
What?
That was my how dare you.
Oh.
I thought you were doing that on purpose. Let's get
not.
it then. Come on, let's go into it.
I was not doing that
Come
on
on.
purpose. We were having trouble. We apologize to the people. We were having trouble with our Apple podcast. And AK went very.
I went Karen. I went Karen
Yes,
mode.
you did go Karen. It's very unfair. Blah, 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 blah to Apple. And Apple got our podcast up for us. It took 2 days. So you're going to have, hey, if you listen on Apple, you weren't able to listen on Monday or Tuesday, you can listen to back-to-back episodes tomorrow morning because it's up now.
It's up. They killed us too. We were having some momentum. We gained a lot of new audience. I don't know over the last few days because there's no sports, and all the sports shows are like, "What are we going to talk about?" And it's like, this is why you make Royal Troon cartoon gifs. This is why you have segments called Salute Your Sports. This is why you're grinding and you're yelling at Le'Veon Bell on social media and you're arguing with him about back squats. This is what you have to do. You don't sit there and complain there's no sports. There's sports everywhere. I got to salute your sports that I tweeted out, and we'll talk about it here in a minute. It was the most electrifying thing I've ever seen. Me and my son were watching it, and it was spectacular. I think I sent it to you guys. Tex, welcome in.
Yeah. Glad to be here.
No cigar in the basement?
No, there's no smoking cigars. I can chew a cigar down here, but no smoking cigars in the basement.
You should get a bubblegum cigar.
You should get a Zen cigar. Then you can swallow it.
That's a good idea. A Zingar.
Yes, a Zingar.
That was good. National Lottery Tex. Are you 20 max? You 20 max Tex today?
I am 20 max. I am locked in. My lineups are all built, and I am ready.
I'm in
For
that
4
thing too, by the
a.m.
way. The
Oh,
dive
yeah?
contest.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's electric. It's the best
I
one.
believe it. I believe it. Super James.
40,000 players in this one this week. 40,000.
Let's go. Super James says salute to Bronny, honoring his dad by shooting 23% from the field.
Isn't he 0% from 3-point line? And he's supposed to be a shooter. They got a shooter out of him.
I mean,
That
I
was-
think
that
that
was
I
a-
could shoot 23% from field.
Yeah.
We've seen you
I think
ball,
that I
dude. You
can do
shoot with top spin
I
somehow.
don't know, dude. I think I could do it.
They probably were like,
I
this
could do
guy
it.
can shoot, and then they're like, oh wait, that's his Call of Duty. That's his Call of Duty statistics there. So strokes gained shooting, none for Bronny James. You fired up at the open, Tex?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
You waking up at 4 to watch
Yep,
it?
I'll be up at 4 a.m. to watch the tee-offs.
Nice.
Tee offs are at 1:30, but okay.
All right.
Good luck finding it. I think it's on Peacock first.
Peacock,
So-
then
I've got
USA.
Peacock.
Oh, there you go.
It's on USA too.
Shout
I'm gonna wake,
out
I'm gonna
Mark
wake, I'm gonna
Wahlberg.
wake my wife up, and we'll be watching him in the morning.
Come on
Nice.
the,
Little
come
Peacock
on
and
the show.
chill.
Oh yeah, little Peacock and chill. She knows what the deal is.
Peacock Tua.
All right, next.
All right, National Lottery Day. Drawing lots to nominate a winner swept across Europe to the United States in 1612 when a lottery was established by King James I to fund the first permanent British settlement in Virginia, North America. Did you know that, Tex?
Nope.
The lottery established Virginia. So there you go. The cannons used during the American Revolution from 1775 to 1783 were paid for by the support of lotteries.
Mm.
So everybody who says you're stupid for doing lottery and that you should waste in your money, well, guess what? The American Revolution would never have happened if it wasn't for the lottery. So
Let's put it this way.
go
You
ahead.
can honestly say that this country was built on gambling and booze.
That's very true. And
I mean, there's
tea.
proof in the pudding. Yeah,
And tea.
Yeah, and cookies
And skins, animal
or
skins.
biscuits. Biscuits.
Biscuits.
Yeah, isn't that what they used to call cookies? Biscuits.
Oh, I don't know. Tea and crumpets.
Tea and biscuits.
Tea and biscuits. So there you go. I had a whole bunch of stats about the lottery, but then I closed the website page, so we just won't do that. I do remember one that there was $70.1 billion spent in 2014 on lottery tickets.
On lottery
Spent.
tickets.
Nice.
I mean,
And
there's been a couple $1 billion winners. I mean, all of them are in California, but
I mean,
same gas station 2 times in a row.
yeah.
Coincidence. Go ahead, Tex.
I was just gonna ask the question: where's all that $70 billion going?
It's going to the SEC because it just means more.
Texas did
different.
just join.
It's for the kids, right? It goes to the school,
For the
right?
kids. Goes to the school.
It's different.
The other thing is that 70% of people who won the lottery believe they'll win it again. That was pretty electric, I have to admit. I'm like, it was one in like, I can't remember how many billions, but they're like, yeah, I could do it again. You got to love that. That's like us playing DraftKings, though. It's like, oh, I was close. I can win this thing.
Yeah.
So
Once you get a taste.
Tex and I gearing up for a kicking camp, punting camp.
Yep.
We're not even going to call it a kicking camp.
Football's back.
Football is back. Teams are reporting. Some teams are already fully reported.
Ooh, yeah. Did you see Pat Mahomes going into camp and everybody's like, oh, he's bringing his TV. It's like, yeah, I would hope he'd do that. You know what I mean? Like,
How else are you supposed to gel with the boys if you're not sitting there playing Madden or NCAA football between practices?
Exactly.
And you know what I mean? Like, what else are you supposed to do? Get there and just read a book by yourself? No, he's a quarterback. He's supposed to get everybody together in a room, Madden tournament, NCAA tournament.
NCAA tournament.
And that's how you build.
Dude.
That's how you build a team. You get everybody together, get them gelling.
Was that on the list?
Do things. Yeah.
Playing video games?
Video games? It's got to be on the list.
I don't think I put it on there. You want me to pull it up?
Oh, that list.
That list. Gelatine.
No, I don't think that's on there.
That was AK's list.
No, I asked everybody.
This goes back to our we don't agree on things, so AK creates his own list.
Well, here's what I think that you really meant.
Yes.
No. Here's what I'm going to put up. You just say whatever you want, and I'll ignore it. On the show, Salute Your Sports Water Cooler Debate. We're going to talk about this golf tournament. We've got a little more information for those of you tuning in who are looking for plus money golf. That's not us. But those guys are awesome, so check them out. I missed their show this week because they didn't do it. Other relevant sports news, we've got the Jacksonville Jaguars and then the Inter-Squad DraftKings Jamboree. Results scrolling at the bottom of your screen. And stop stealing our intellectual property. RG3, Barstool, the Golix, Unblock Us, Reddit College Football. It's about to be football season, you cowards. And if you're listening to the show or watching the show and you can't catch the whole thing, the podcast is available everywhere you can find it. And also join our contest. It's in the description of the show somewhere. So, okay, let's get into the Salute Your Sports. Okay, Salute Your Sports. Anybody got any hot, quick ones they want to throw out before we do this Jaguars thing?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, a text. Do you have one? Yeah.
I do.
I mean, we want to do. Okay, we're actually doing them. Mine. I'll go ahead since I guess Tex isn't going to go.
Coward.
The SEC officiating has announced horns down will not be a penalty in the SEC.
That is absolute car.
You know why? Because
why do they let
Texas
that?
does not run the SEC. Texas ran the Big 12. They could do whatever they want and say make any rules they want. They're playing big boy ball now.
Just wait.
They're stuffing them in a locker, Tex. They're stuffing them in a locker.
The
What's
SEC,
Texas going to do?
No penalty for horns down.
Ooh. And then Nick Saban came out and he said, everybody said Texas was running the Big 12. They're not going to do anything in the SEC, quote Nick Saban. Something like that.
Nick Saban also picked Georgia and Texas to be in the finals for the SEC championship.
Okay, so that makes it
against his own team.
Wow.
So then one of the offensive linemen who was at media days for Alabama said, when Nick Saban was the coach, he told us that when all these media heads talk, they're just outside noise talking. He's not our coach anymore. He's just outside noise talking.
Woo! Fire up, dude.
Bulletin board material.
Let me counter all of your hate.
It's not hate, it's fact.
I think it's hate, man. It's just opinion, man. That's like your opinion, man. That's like your opinion, man.
These are reports.
That's like your opinion, man.
That's not us saying it. These are other people that we're
That's
we're
like your
reporting to
opinion,
you.
man. That's like your opinion, man.
Other people.
That's like your opinion, man.
Other people.
What's Texas' opinion?
Go ahead. Rebuttal.
My opinion
right
is
now.
that we now have the best rivalry in the SEC and in the country on the biggest stage with the Red River Shootout.
You coward! You called it the Red River Shootout. I remember a text that used to say Red River Rivalry.
It's the shootout.
Probably.
I don't even think that's as big of a rivalry as Texas and Texas A&M.
He doesn't even know his own school.
It's the biggest rivalry in the country.
No. I don't think that's true.
I think it's true.
I think
that's like, hey, you know what? That's like your opinion, man.
Wow. I'm just saying, dude.
I think that's
Blue's
opinion,
here.
Man.
Our boy Blue's here.
I think Alabama-Auburn's a bigger rivalry than Texas.
I don't think
Oklahoma.
so. No, because you're talking about the Iron Bowl versus the Red River Shootout.
Yeah, what's
stronger? Auburn has to be
the river or iron.
A river.
There's no way.
No way.
buddy.
Boats
how?
are made out of iron, and they drive down the river.
And the river wrecks boats every year.
I thought you were about to quote Garth Brooks right there.
There are dams made out of iron, and they stop rivers.
No, they don't. The river still
You ever
goes
seen
over the top of them.
Transformers? All iron.
Dams have to
They
be
just
repaired
run-
yearly,
Seen
or else they break.
Iron Maiden,
Dude.
greatest band of all time. It cleared Clearwater's Red River rivalry.
Dude. You ever seen
Say that one more time.
Clearance Red, whatever they're called. That band.
Clearwater Revival?
Yeah, there you go. CCR.
Oh. Blues here, he said he's excited to see Aaron Rodgers. I guess that means. I guess that's what he means. We're going to see. And BMO says Texas died when Mac left.
Wow.
That's BMO being an absolute North Carolina homer.
That doesn't make any sense because we were in the top 4 last year. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, they won with Mac.
So now being in the top 4 is a win?
That's a lost one with Mac. I'm just saying we're back.
No, you can't pull out that we're fully back. You need a back-o-meter right now. We need to get the official.
The Is Texas back meter is we're back.
I bet.
You look, watch.
I bet Texas. I'm willing to take. Should I write this on the big board?
Yeah, right. Where's the big board?
Texas has a better chance of playing at App State this year in the playoffs than they do hosting a playoff game.
Ooh, you want that smoke? You want that smoke? Cattle can't survive up there. Play for keeps. The air is too thin, dude. Texas would never survive up there. What are we writing down on the big board?
Texas has a chance of playing App State than winning the SEC.
Okay, there you go. Hot take. I like it. I did see that App State has the same amount of SEC wins since 1989 as Ohio State, too.
But I already said that with Citadel.
Yeah, so does App State.
They probably have more.
That's probably the SoCon then. Okay. What were we doing? Oh, the Jags. Oh, no. My salute your sports real quick. I want to salute John Boat docking. I came across this video on YouTube, and it's this competition that these people drive their John boats like 100 miles an hour down this little channel, and then they have to swing it into a dock and throw these rings up on a pole to signal that they've docked the boat. So John Boat docking, I'd love to salute you because that got me through a night where there was no sports on. And my son and I sat there and we laughed because some of those videos are hilarious. Some nice John boats too, by the way. I didn't know you could jazz up a John boat like that, but shout out John boats. Go check it out. It's on our Twitter somewhere. So maybe we have to enter that contest.
Ooh.
I mean, we could do it. You can't. There's no steering wheel with a John boat, though. You got to use that.
It's all on the back, right?
Hand throttle down on the back.
Yeah.
So, all right.
It's like the boat Quags used to have.
Yes, the USS Penisburg. What a vessel that was.
Can't believe nobody would tie up with you guys. The sandbar.
They didn't want anything to do with us. I think BMO was on that boat too. All right. Jags. Tex, do you have a salute or no?
I gave it.
What was it?
The SEC now has the biggest rivalry.
Okay. Whatever.
Salute.
All right. Jacksonville Jaguars, 9-8, second in the AFC South. I believe they lost to Tennessee last year on the last game to absolutely blow it. Their offense was points for. They had 22.2, which was 13 out of 32nd last year. Points against was 21.8, which was 17 out of 32 teams last year. They only had 2 Pro Bowlers. Peterson's still the coach. They signed Josh Hines Allen to a 5-year extension. They signed Trevor Lawrence to a 5-year extension. They exercised Travis Etienne's 5th-year option. They traded for Mac Jones. They signed Gabe Davis. Calvin Ridley's gone. And they signed Eric Armstead from the 49ers. And then they drafted Brian Thomas from LSU. And they drafted the kicker from Arkansas, Cam Little.
So they have 2 Josh Allens now?
No, the same Josh Allen changed his name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Smart. Didn't want to be confused with the real Josh Allen.
What do you think about that? I was going to make a joke about it, but then I'm like, he probably did it for like his mom or something, or his dad. So I don't know. So I don't know if you can joke about that. But other
probably
people,
cost him a lot of money because now he has to buy all the jerseys that were already made.
That's true. All the people have already made the jokes of like, oh, he was scared of Josh Allen in Buffalo. I'm not going to say the real Josh Allen because neither of them won a Super Bowl yet, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, he's had pretty good games against the real Josh Allen.
True. Okay. Who wants to go first? Hot takes, Jacksonville Jaguars edition. Go.
I'll go first. I think I have one of the hottest takes.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence has the least amount of potential left of all the
False.
quarterbacks in the division.
False. I do not agree by that.
Me neither.
How so? Anthony Richards.
No.
Potential.
That's what I think about that.
Will Levis. Potential.
No.
And
maybe.
Stroud.
Potential.
That might be the only one he's behind.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What has Trevor Lawrence done in the NFL?
What made the playoffs?
Yeah. One of the greatest comebacks in playoff history.
Mm-hmm.
1 year.
Billy.
So?
Let's go.
What's
he?
Be higher.
Creed.
Dude,
yes.
Came right on the radio as I was getting home. Fired up now.
Let's go,
go.
dude.
Watch out. MILLY goats are here.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Coming in with the energy. And I think Trevor Lawrence has the second most potential in that division. So I completely disagree with you.
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to win 2 playoff games this year. And be in the running for MVP.
I bet they don't make the playoffs.
When I was looking at their schedule. We're gonna
That's
read a
just
bunch
your
of
opinion, guy.
we're gonna read a bunch of names and we're all gonna make noises real quick.
I'm ready. I was already going to do that. You didn't tell me.
They play Miami.
Yeah.
Tua. Cleveland. Ooh.
Loss.
Buffalo.
Where's that game at?
At Buffalo.
Loss.
In September, though. In September,
it's
though.
Early. Oh.
It's September, though.
Josh Allen game.
It's a Josh Allen
Davis game.
If you
Josh
were truly
Allen
from
Bowl.
Texas,
Josh Allen Bowl.
If you were truly from Texas, you would have said Houston. It's not Houston. The H is silent.
Houston isn't part of Texas.
Houston.
Indianapolis. Chicago. New England. Green Bay. Philly. Minnesota. Detroit. Houston again. Tennessee. New York. Jets.
Sounds like a 8-8
Vegas.
record to me.
I'm saying this is going to be at least 11 wins.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounded about like 9-5 right there. Which read it off.
Well,
9-5.
They're just going to cancel 3 games.
Well, he didn't go he didn't go through the entire schedule.
Las Vegas, Tennessee, Indianapolis.
Raiders. What's going on at the Troon?
It might be an 11-win season. That might be an 11-win season.
Yeah, that sounds.
I bet their over/under set at 10.5. Patriot, do you have the Jaguars? Patriots here. Patriot, do you have the Jaguars over/under or Super James? I bet it's 9.5, 9.5 or 10.
I bet they win 9 games.
I bet you it's
I'll
9.5.
take the over on that.
Pull it up.
I'm taking the over on 9.
I bet you it's 9.5 or 10. Well, let me go ahead and rebuttal that real quick with my hot take. Their problem for drop passes was to sign Gabe Davis, who drops all kinds of passes and can only run one route. He's like the guy from the Little Giants. He just runs straight. Or the skater from Mighty Ducks, Luis Mendoza, just straight up the gut. I saw the stat that Trevor Lawrence had the most yards missed per EPA because of drops passes. So everybody said he regressed. His receivers were dropping balls left and right all over the field last year. So,
and you think that's going to improve with them signing Gabe Davis?
Supposedly that Brian Thomas guy is a baller. So,
well, that's why I think that my second hot take is Gabe Davis is in for a reality check. He's going down there thinking he's going to be a number one.
There's
no number one on that roster.
Who are their wide receivers?
Evan Ingram's the number one, dude.
Yeah, Ingram, Kirk, Thompson, and Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
So Ridley's gone.
Yes, Ridley's gone. They don't have a number one.
Which, I mean, he really wasn't a huge factor last year.
He thinks he is, but he's not.
He had a few good games, but yeah.
He got mad in Buffalo because we weren't treating him like a one.
Yeah.
You don't treat anybody like a one. Except for Josh Allen.
That's right. We got the only one we need has a 7 beside it.
Look what San Fran's doing to Ayuk. They don't even treat him like a number one.
They did the same thing with Debo last year. There you go, Patriot. Are you happy? Butch came in here and started slandering the Niners and Purdy. That's exactly what he did. There you go, Patriot. No.
Oh, no. Right. Hang on. Let me make sure it's June 6th. Their over/under for 24 was 8.5.
Ooh,
and it's probably gone up, hasn't it?
I was right.
Oh, I would be all over that.
Yeah,
I might do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
I'm a doer.
Big board text.
I'm gonna put
Bear's
it in
here
right
too. The whole crew's here. Bear, Patriots, Super James.
Oh, Bear changed his picture.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah, he's the samurai.
Yes.
Yes.
Purple samurai. Let's go support him. Hey, if you guys haven't done it yet, go join our contest in the
Texas Jags over 8.5.
Oh yeah.
So here's my second one. Are the Jags to SEC reliant? 7 of the 9 Jags draft picks, SEC dudes. SEC.
Hey, keeping them close to home.
Too reliant. They overcorrected. They went with a bunch of Clemson players, and they were like, this isn't going to work. Dabo Swinney's not running down that hill. We need to go the other way and get a bunch of SEC guys. All right, Tex, go ahead. What's your last one?
It's just different.
It's just different.
You can't say hang on.
Oh, the Jags. Hang on. I know. I was trying to find the win total bets. I'll put money on it. Put my money where my mouth is. The Jags are going to win the AFC South.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
No.
Everybody's going to be all over Houston.
They're going to be all over them.
They're going to be all over Houston. I actually bet Houston too.
Sophomore slump.
I bet
Indy should have won last year, and their quarterback's better this year.
I bet. No. Why do you think Anthony Richardson is going to be? Stop it, dude. You're gaslighting me. I know you are. Stop it. I've seen so much. Twitter is just drooling over Anthony Richardson. He hasn't played. He hasn't played football in like 3 years. Get out of here.
He's just as good as Lamar Jackson.
He started last year.
Okay. All right. You got that.
Anthony Richardson is Lamar Jackson with a better arm.
No. They're still both inaccurate. They're both inaccurate.
So
they both won the same amount of playoff games.
So he's Josh Allen. All right. Let's do the water cooler debate so we can get after this.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
You there?
Way to freeze, dude.
Wait, did it freeze? Did I miss?
Yeah.
Now you muted yourself.
There it goes. It just played right now. Oh my gosh. I was wondering. I was like, why is it so quiet? Sorry. If I'm not talking, you can best believe that it's not because I'm not talking. It's because something's going on with the technology. Okay, water
There's
cooler
nobody
debate.
that likes to hear themselves talk more than AK.
This is true.
Technology.
His favorite
Well,
noise.
I take that back. AK is probably
we
the
go.
second person that I know that likes to talk. Pat McAfee might be number one.
Oh, don't get me started on me and Pat Mac.
boy.
Oh,
They'll be
some other
punting it
one.
off here.
way to bring the Colts back into it.
All right. I'm putting money down on Jacksonville to win the AFC South.
I put the money
What are
on.
the odds?
Plus 275.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Put a hammer on there.
Oh, yeah.
Drop the bag, dude.
Unit.
Water cooler debate.
Drop the
First, the dad joke. What do you call an auto-tuned musician that raps about grilling?
Paul Wall.
T-propane. Yes. Okay. From last episode, the results. What is the GOAT type of loop? Let me put up the results. And, of course, Tex.
I'm off the floor with you.
Pick a cereal. Oh, way to go,
Yeah.
dude. Way to be original. Fruit Loops, 54% of the votes. Loophole, 23%. Loop-de-loop, 15%, even though that was false. And then the belt loop finished last. That's bogus, dude. You try walking around without a belt. That's garbage. Absolute garbage.
I always forget my belt.
I hate that, dude. That is like
I have like 6 belts because whenever we go out, I always forget it and I have to go buy a new one.
AK, you might want to ask T-Propane about wearing a belt or not.
Patriot asked, did the Jags find a defense?
No.
They had they had a mediocre defense last year. They had a mediocre offense as well. So, but they were 17th in points against for defense. Okay, this week's question: what is the GOAT type of open? Obviously, because it is the Open Championship.
Oh,
Anybody care to go first?
I'm going to go first.
Go ahead.
You see it underneath. Open sesame.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
That
I never
opens all
know.
doors, even to the mall.
Spelling it open sesame like a sesame seed. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Exactly.
Sesame
You got to
Street.
plant it.
Open
gotta plant the
sesame. J-Vi, you want to go next?
I'll go next. I'm going to go with something that gave us the second best golfer of our generation outside of Tiger Woods, because we grew up and this Open really introduced us to the game of golf because we're all the same age, and golf wasn't really on TV like it is now. So this opened our eyes to the game of golf, gave us the second best golfer of our generation. It introduced us to a young Willie Z. It introduced us to it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. It introduced us to Happy Gilmore, and that is the Waterbury Open.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm writing it down. Waterbury Open.
The golf tournament that started it all.
That's good. Super James says open 24/7. So sorry about you, Tex. If you were going to say open 24/7, that is no longer on the board. Go ahead,
Nope.
Tex.
So 2 of my favorite things are coming up real soon. We got football season and hunting season. There's no better thing in hunting season than when deer turns into open season.
Open season.
Open deer season.
I'm just going to go with a real simple one.
open season.
Open a box of cereal.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's right. No. I'm going to go with the open sign that hangs in the door. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with the open sign.
Well,
Got all
J.U.Y, hats off. Thanks for everybody else for playing.
Waterbury Open was good, dude. I'm surprised nobody said open a beer. That's the best one. Open a beer. Are there other ones? I don't know. All right, let's hit our music and let's talk some golf. This is why everybody's here. Let's do it.
Dude, I've been playing it.
No, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. We're gonna have to restart the show.
Oh.
Wait, is it playing?
Do you think?
Yes, it was playing.
You think Tua will put Hawk in front of his name this year?
I think that 90% of fantasy football teams will be called that.
Oh yes, you could. So what's the over under on that, dude? Did you see what Patriots said? You can flash that one up there, dude. Do it.
Patriot asked, "Why does Butch look like he's being probed?"
I don't get it.
Oh man. All right.
Let's do golf.
All right, golf first. Tiger was talking trash. That was awesome. Colin Montgomery tried to call him out about Tiger should retire, and he said, "Did you see what Tiger said?" He goes, "I've won this tournament, so I have the option to play till I'm 60, and Colin Montgomery does not have that option. So I don't think he needs to make that decision."
Hey, good for him. Good for him.
So I'm saying there was a good point. When's the last time somebody talked trash to Tiger Woods? Is we about to
Maybe
get?
it might light a fire underneath.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I might play him in a lineup. Maybe just one.
I got him in a
I don't
one
know.
or two.
I think I don't want to see another birdie fest. And the weather is kind of the big question. So we're going to do this. I saw this on Twitter from, I can't remember who it was. Hopefully my computer doesn't freeze. But this, there we go. Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay. Golf tips checker. This is where the money for the betting is going. So far, they've polled a couple of hundreds of different people who are betting, and it's Tom Kim in the lead with Finau, Morikawa, is that Hatton, Batia, Wyndham Clark, Oosthuizen, Rahm. That's a weird one. So it's pretty
Clark's
evenly
weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't know how many majors he's played in. Maybe 15 or 20. Probably 15. He's only made 5 cuts.
That's terrible.
And he's won one, but he's only made 5 cuts out of all the ones he's played. Like it's less than half the time he's missed the cut.
This is
more than half the time.
I mean, that's just where all the money is falling. So I also saw there was a 632-yard par 5.
Yeah.
That is nuts, dude. I cannot wait to watch that.
Driver, 7-iron for me.
Okay. First of all, you don't hit the driver. We went over that last show.
3 wood, 7-iron.
And I think the next picture is
shots, and then you got to pick up.
There it is.
Yeah.
These are the betting favorites. So Scotty, obviously, then Rory, then Xander, Morikawa, Oberg, whatever, DeChambeau. I mean, that's too low for DeChambeau. Why wouldn't you want to throw some on there? But
I think because
Tom
he hit
Kim
such
down
a high
there.
ball on the win.
That's true. Tom Kim down there at plus 5,000. That's where everybody's settling. So, anywho's. But yeah,
Yeah.
So I don't know. Obviously,
I don't think Tom Kim's going to
No.
be the winner.
No. So the old Tommy Fleetwood down there at 2,500. So Joaquin Neiman's in this thing. Shane Lowry's interesting. This is like a gritty Shane Lowry week, as far as I'm concerned.
What do we think
So,
the winner's going to have?
Butch, that's you, dude.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the course, but I'd say 14. 14.
No, I want another U.S. Open where it's like 5 or 6. That was awesome.
What's the weather supposed to be like? Is it clear?
No, like 57 tomorrow with like 10 to 15 mile an hour winds.
That's nothing.
And then I think 60 something on Friday, but gust up to like 25 mile an hour.
Okay, that will change things.
So, well, I said it earlier in the show. I think the take is to play late, early, guys, to try to avoid weather.
Unless you got a guy like mine, and I'll tell you about him here in a few minutes. But here's the course. Par 71, lots of water all along. A lot of water on this. You're gonna be looking at a lot of water when you're watching
So
this.
day one scoring is going to be huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No matter
who can get out the gate. Live, guys.
You got to be out the gate.
Got to be out the gate, and you'll know when you wake up what your lineups look like because half the time, half around one's going to be over. So, Ocean Links course played two strokes over in 2016, the 8th toughest major course since 2015. A lot of hole lengths, par fours that are under 403, par fours at 450 plus, par threes with one of the shortest on tour at 123 that's covered in pothole bunkers apparently, and then 3 par fives that are 572 plus. And there you go. There's the 6. Number 6 is 623, and then 123 on that par 3. Front nine's downwind, plenty of scoring opportunities. Back nine would be into the wind. One of the toughest closing stretches of any major course. This can be phenomenal, dude. So the link style is laid out like that, isn't it? It's go all the way down and then come all the way back, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Butch, can you elaborate on that a little more? Like what the links?
Yeah, well, you just said it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're linked together.
Is that what it means?
Oh, yeah.
No chance that's what it means.
I mean, what else would it mean?
I don't know. But so you got that and these long runouts on some of these hole, like they were saying, the downwind shots or the drives. So in typical open style, elite players and underdogs have won here. So you get the top dogs win it, and then you get somebody like Brian Harmon out of nowhere last year taking this thing. 101 bunkers, the most clever spots that are scattered everywhere. Thick, wild native rough. High gorse, which is like bushes with like thistles in the middle of them that apparently have some sort of bacteria on them, so you'll get infected. So don't hit them in those. Hollows and hillocks line the fairways and greens. High missed fairway penalty. So traditionally, like with the St. Andrews or somewhere, you got these wide greens and these wide fairways, and you can hit from the rough. Not so much here. Less than driver course. Favors shot shapers, fairway finders, low ball trajectories, elite iron players, positive wind players, competent short gamers. Get out of here, Ludwig Oberg, because you're terrible around the green. The greens are bent, POA, native mix, 4,500 feet average, smallest greens on any open course. Slow on the stem, tend to be pinched in the front and larger in the rear. Hey.
Yeah, you're going to get a closer open score here.
Yeah,
it'll be better.
But I love it.
It'll be under 10. I'm gonna take back 14.
Ooh,
under 10.
Okay, wow. Okay.
I was thinking
so
like 13.
I love these.
Huh?
Ooh.
I was thinking like 13.
All right.
You think
There
it's
we
going to be
go.
13 under?
Yeah.
A Patriot says he's taking the field for a top 3. So I don't know. We're about to give you some guys, and then we're going to throw out guys who we think have a shot to win this thing. Let's see if we fall on a consensus, which was terrible last week because we gave 4 different answers. Anyways, yeah. So that's all the course information. We'll pull that off, and let's get to some of these guys, shall we? That's why everybody's here. But basically, it's a crapshoot with what type of crapshoot with whatever type of weather you're going to get, and see what that does with everybody. So who knows? So that's awesome. Last week for the guys, we were 1 for 5. It was abysmal. We're 50 of 84 on the year, making the cut. The golf course, there is 158 golfers here. The cut line is going to be 70 in ties, and this is a $17 million purse, and the winner gets 3.1 milli. So, and hopefully one of us gets a milli.
Yeah, we're just looking for a third.
So
that's it.
Yeah, I'd take. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So yeah, who wants to go first with the guys? Now look, Dylon abided by the rules. These are all guys for your DraftKings lineup that they're called golfers up your sleeve, meaning yes, you're going to make your lineups with all the top end dudes. Go ahead, but we want guys that we went through the weeds that we picked out and say, hey, maybe you play these guys with a little bit of leverage. Buku's here. What's up, Buku? Who wants to go first?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, my guy is not going to play in the weeds. He's going to be back. He's going to play from the woods, and that's going to be Tiger Woods.
Oh, the big dog. What's he at? He's like 6,500
Nobody
or
had him
something.
picked, did you? I didn't look at who y'all picked.
No.
All right. Yeah,
Big cat.
I'm going Tiger Woods.
Hey, people are saying he's been striping it. This fits his game because greens are going to be slow.
Yep. And he's going to be able to play in the wind. That
Yeah.
might even up the field for him.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a stinger? Are we going to see a stinger?
If he can sting this thing all weekend, whoo, Tiger Woods will be there.
Let's go, dude. Out of the weeds and into the woods. To grandmother's house we go. Okay, we got Tiger Woods there. Who wants to go next? Tex, are you prepared?
Yeah, so my guy is the 2020 Masters champion, 2016 U.S. Open champion, 22-time winner on the PGA Tour, 2-time winner on the DP World Tour, 3-time winner in LIV, FedEx Cup champ 2020, 5-time Ryder Cupper. His strokes gained in putting has increased in each of the last 4 out of 5 tournaments. He is my guy, Dustin Johnson.
I like how you set that up, too, because 2016, major winner. 2020, major winner.
Every 4 years.
This is 2024.
And I've been messing around with this data. I don't know if you guys have looked at this datagolf.com. You can build some models, and it can give you a course fit for his type of play, and he fits right there nicely in the meaty bell curve of all the predictions. So he should be right there at the cut line.
What if I told you that he sucks the last 3 years?
What if I told you that he's been cut the last 2 times at the Open?
I told you he hasn't made a cut at a major this year.
He hasn't made a cut at a major this year, I know. But he's going to this time.
Dude,
Law of averages going to this time.
Are we building the 2012 Ryder Cup team right now?
Yep.
Tiger Woods, Dustin Johnson.
Dream team,
pick Phil Mickelson.
But he's going to this year. Okay?
J-Vi, are you going?
I can go. My guy, he has an average SG of 1.53, which is in the green. 4 out of his last 5 British Open, or the Opens, he's been top 30. Third in scrambling last week at Live. 61% of his fairways. He's 61% on his fairways, which is third in Live. T3 and G.I.R. last week. He's a former winner of the Open. He's Louis Oosthuizen.
Oosthuizen. I played a lot of him.
Oosthuizen.
I honestly thought that he was going to be a guy that not a lot of people played because he's right beside M and Adam Scott in the pricing at 6,800. But doing research, I think everybody and their brothers playing.
Dude, I just put up a picture of betting tips.
I know.
That said he's one of the most bet players to win the tournament.
I know.
That's what you did last week with McKibben.
Hey,
this guy. Everybody's going to
flying under the radar.
You best believe I'm playing McKibben again too.
Hey, you played him last week. You know, once he gets the G.U.Y.S stamp of approval, it's the week after that he goes off.
I'm just saying, extra
get yourself
practice
a little...
at the course because he got cut.
McKibbles and bits. Patriot wants us to talk him out of the field for top 3. He's trying to take the field for a top 3.
Who's he trying to take?
What's the field?
He said he's taking the field for a top. I don't know. There's probably.
What's the
there's
field?
probably
What
like
field is.
The Field of Dreams?
Is it the field versus
what does that mean?
Scheffler, DeChambeau, and Rory?
I
would take.
We just need a little. I'd probably take the field just because of this tournament. Again, Ron Close, PGA Splits 101, says this is the most random winners that ever happened. So I could absolutely see the field.
Are you taking the last 2 years? The winner has been a top or outside the top 10 at the Scottish Open.
BMO said sounds like my fantasy football teams each year, all washed up as he does. BMO's a name brand guy.
Hey,
he doesn't matter.
That's why he likes UNC.
That's right.
True.
Washed up, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, this course is very random on who wins it. So, okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The time is Bear with Machine Gun likes Dean Burmeister. Isn't that a live guy?
Yes.
Yes.
Here we go. He said he's throwing a dart. Hey, we like darts. Darts are. Go ahead, dude. I think
always
so.
Throw a dart.
Do it.
But first, let's get through this trilogy.
You're talking to the wrong show. I mean, we're making a list of guys that are like 7 billion to 1 here.
Hey, our guys aren't winners. Our guys are make the cut guys that you can supplement to play.
That's true. You can parlay this make the cut parlay.
The Roms, the DeChambeaus.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, this golfer in 4 out of his last 6 tournaments, or 4 out of his last 5 tournaments, has finished 3rd, has finished 12th, has finished 44th, and last week finished 10th. At the 2 majors this year, this golfer has finished 109th at the U.S. Open and 136th at the PGA Championship. Not a very good major pedigree, which is not good correlation, but I'm sticking with him. Greens in regulation, 33rd. Strokes gained approach, 42nd. Strokes gained total, 45th. And here's where it's awesome. I am so sick and tired of getting to Sunday and having a lineup that's in the mix that absolutely stinks on a Sunday. So I went down and found the closing stats. I need a closer. I need a guy who can shut the door. Listen to this. Final round scoring average, this golfer is 10th. So if he gets to the cut line and makes it, this dude can close. Round 1, he's 140th. Round 2, he's 65th. Round 3, he's 55th. Round 4, 14th. So this guy, when he gets there, he can shut the door. Now, what do you want in a golfer? Let me ask you that. You want him to have that what in him? That dog.
That dog.
That dog. That's right. In what country, from a Google search that I did, doesn't have any wolves?
Scotland.
Scotland. I'm sure Tex will fact check me on that immediately. This golfer went to New Mexico. What's their mascot? Scott.
The Wolves.
The
Red
Lobos,
Wolves.
which is maybe Lobos, which
The
is a tiger.
Lobos. I was about to say the Lobos.
The Lobos, not the Red Wolves. It's not the Commanders here. What golfer went to New Mexico? This golfer. Their mascot is what? A wolf. How are you not going to let the lone wolf come into this country and run game? And I also started to look at what does Ayrshire mean, which is where the Royal Troon Golf Club is. That's actually a type of cow. And this cow is known for butterfat. Well, what do you use butterfat for as a snack? Yogurt. What yogurt company is, well, it might be fat. No, it's carb free. It's all fat. We. What country is we from? France. We will rock you.
Rock you.
Victor Perez, 6,200. The Frenchman. Ayrshire butterfat cows making the yogurt. The lone wolf coming into Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
Going to get across the cut line and close the deal for me. Victor Perez.
I played him.
You went all the way around right there.
I did. And the most important stat, I almost forgot, he has the lowest trajectory flight of his iron shots of anybody on tour. Shout out Ron Close.
So he just
you like
hits
that?
Nothing
That dude
but
hits
stingers.
He hits stingers all day long. They call him the Wasp because he's just stinging it all over the course. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. The guys. Unless I get booted. There they are. I know it is. Take a screenshot once it pops up there. There you go. We've got.
I'm not building a lineup with the guys. I'm not doing it.
No, you play them
got a good shot with
not
these.
all together.
Well, except for Dustin Johnson.
Hey,
right
Tiger.
There.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Butch P put Tiger Woods. Don't forget that. So there you go. Don't play all these in the same lineup. Just play maybe one or two of them in a lineup. There you go. I think that's everything for the guys and this golf course, unless anybody has anything else.
No, it's about to start.
Oh.
Yeah.
Consensus tourney winner. Who do we think's going to win? Who do we think's going to win?
Colin Morikawa.
I'll go first. I agree. I think Morikawa, I think he is playing the best golf of his life. Butch,
did we
do you
just
have a
finally
winner?
agree?
Right? Just had a kid, right?
We did.
A lot of people are liking him.
Who? Morikawa?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Butch, do you
honestly,
have a winner?
though.
Didn't he win this like 3 years ago?
Yeah, 2020, I think.
Yeah. He's playing so good, dude. He's a good ball striker.
Honestly, though, it's going to be hard to bet against DeChambeau. He's been top 10.
This is also his type of course, too.
He's been top 10 in every major this year. And I think he's like plus money for top 10. Like, people aren't really giving him a shot.
I hate they priced him so high. I was playing the wheels off of him whenever he was like 8,000 or 9,000.
Yeah.
He was always my most owned guy.
Yeah.
Bear with Machine Gun likes him. He likes little Bryson DeChambeau.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you the best golfer in the world is going to win this thing.
Scotty.
Okay.
Yeah,
Scotty.
I played a lot of Scotty.
Scotty just hasn't
That's rule
played
number
in a
one.
while.
Looking at my exposure.
It
hasn't
doesn't
played in like 3
A lot of
weeks.
Scotty.
It doesn't matter. That's better for Scotty. That's how he does.
I'm with Butch. Scotty.
Okay, so do we have a little?
we're 50-50.
Okay, Scotty
Colin
and Colin.
versus Scotty.
Oh man, how fun would that be if it was those two in the final pairing?
Well, you
We'd have
wouldn't
to
want
come
that.
up with something.
Yeah,
We'd have
if
to
it's
do
them two in the final pairing,
something. Oh, I
Scotty's
know why
gonna
you
win.
picked Colin. J-Vi.
Oh,
All right. There you have it. I also like Shane Lowry too. For those of you listening and watching, I think this is Shane Lowry tournament, wind blowing sideways. He's just a thick golfer, dude. Thick golfer. I like Shane Lowry. Okay. I think it's all the graphics we have, but I think it's
No
time
memes
for
this week.
How Dare You.
How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, I didn't know.
How dare me? How dare
three
you?
got ridiculous with the
Dare
memes.
you? How dare you, sir? You're gross. How dare you?
We know AK's is behind because his mute's late.
Yes,
he's still muted. It's probably
Oh.
still playing.
Wait, am I back?
You're
the
you're
people
here
who
now.
annoy you.
Yeah.
That is me right now. Let me stop sharing my screen. Maybe that'll speed things up. How dare you? Anyways. Okay. J-Vi, you wrote a new one in there. Go ahead.
I did. Since you stole my "How dare you" earlier about the national anthem girl and how she was even allowed to sing it, my new "How dare you," and I saw this today. Well, I've seen it kind of all week. The national sports media needs something to talk about. So who do they want to talk about? They want to hate on our boy J.A., Josh Allen. And they say that he's overrated. That people would give him more credit than they deserve. Let me read you something here. In the last 4 seasons, Josh Allen, 48 and 18. Patrick Mahomes,
Are these
50,
mad numbers or real numbers?
These are real numbers. 50 and 15. Okay. Josh Allen total yards, 20,010. Patrick Mahomes, 20,448. Total TDs, 173. Patrick Mahomes, 151. Josh Allen has had one Pro Bowl player with him that entire time. Patrick Mahomes has had a Hall of Fame tight end, a Hall of Fame wide receiver, a top 2 kicker, a Hall of Fame coach, 3 All-Pro linemen. Is Josh Allen overrated? No, he's doing more with less. So stop the malarkey.
What's he doing?
How dare you? He's putting up great numbers. He's leading the Bills with no help at all.
Stat that matters.
Josh Allen would have that stat if he had the help. Josh Allen would have those Super Bowls if he had what Patrick Mahomes had. Tell me I'm wrong.
You don't want me to get into a numbers debate because there's one quarterback that has really. Now you've stirred up the chat, dude. Now they're saying Josh Allen needs to get out of Buffalo. Is that what you're saying?
No.
He's got the Joe Brady new offensive. How many offensive coordinators has Josh Allen gotten?
New one every year.
Wow, he's an offensive coordinator killer.
You know who? This is on Two Bills Drive too. You know who came to his defense? Dan Orlovsky.
That's
Josh
right.
Allen is 2 or 3 plays away from being a multi-Super Bowl winning quarterback and potentially a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
That's right.
Okay, so is Brock Purdy.
His defensive-minded head coach let him down.
You know,
who would have won the Super Bowl that year?
Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is not 2 or 3 plays away from winning Super Bowls.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
I don't know. If they didn't move their running back to center that game, they might have won that game.
They were getting their teeth kicked in, dude. It didn't matter who they put at center of that game. Brock Purdy carved him up and down.
I would say we are there's like 2 or 3 plays like Dak Prescott a few years back. Doesn't throw. I mean, doesn't get out of bounds. Takes off and runs. Like there's multiple times where we should have been.
Dak Prescott running out of bounds at
running
the
out
3.
of bounds. Oh my gosh! Yeah, on the 2-point. Oh.
Dak Prescott throwing 3 interceptions against the Niners in the divisional round. Dak Prescott last year getting the score run up on him, throwing pick sixes.
Yeah,
dude, stop living the past.
Dude, the chat is going in on you,
yeah, but we're one or two plays.
Hey, those interceptions were punts.
Arm punts.
Oh, what? He's got a rocket arm. He looks great in shorts. Look at him, big hands.
None of Josh Allen's interceptions were at significant points in the game that cost him the game.
What?
Oh my God! Dude, every interception is significant in the playoffs, dude. What is that?
That's malarkey at its best.
Any turnover in the playoffs is
you know how many turnovers Josh Allen had in the playoffs? 0. He had 0 turnovers in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he definitely underthrew that ball.
Oh hell yeah. Where's the chat now?
He underthrew that ball.
Now the Bills running a fake punt in their own side of the field on 4th and 4 with DeMar Hamlin. Okay, you can get me on that one.
Who's never on the punt team, right?
Oh, actually, he is the up back normally.
Is he up? Okay. All right. Who wants to go next? Tex, you had one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the NFL scheduling. The first week, I'm excited about football. I really am. I'm excited about it. It's almost back. I'm really excited about it. But the first game's a Thursday night. Then we have a Friday night game. And for me, leave Friday nights alone. Leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
Just put the high school games on Fridays. Everybody go to those games. Then you can watch football Saturday for college, Sunday for the NFL, and every now and then a Thursday game. Let's stop all the football whenever we don't need it.
On every day of the week.
Yes, let me have what I'm supposed to have on Friday, which is high school football. Give it to me. It's beautiful. It's ugly, but it's beautiful.
You know, typically they don't. Well, the reason they can play that Friday night game at the beginning of the season is because it's in Mexico. There's a legit rule.
That's in
Brazil. Yeah, Brazil. Where there's a legit rule though that they're not allowed to start or play an NFL football game within 30 miles of a high school or college game.
Speak the same language.
So that's why they typically don't have Fridays.
Yeah.
They can't do Fridays.
But it's it's a waste of a football game. It's a total waste.
I disagree because I'm going to be playing a showdown.
I'm
gonna be doing I'm gonna have 20 max lined up, buddy.
Are you gonna watch it though? Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
No, dude. You need to go. You need to go to the local high school game and watch that. Take your boy to a high school football game and watch him be like, I want to do that.
Hey, AK's got a good team down there.
I know they do. Have a real good team. Don't worry, we're building a dynasty here.
Oh yeah.
We'll see you in 10 years.
Okay then.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay, buddy, put it on the big board, J.Vi. Put it on the big board.
It's already there.
Put it on the big board.
New Bern Bears versus.
I'm coaching these flag football kids up.
10 years.
Are they the Bears?
Hey,
the New Bern Bears.
Y'all will be the Morikawas, and we'll be the Scotty Schefflers.
I cannot wait. I hope it's me and J.Vi versus you two. Honestly, that would just be incredible. Well, I'm going to tweet that out.
Hey, Tex.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to do that. See, Butch, he did the horns down.
Oh,
he did the horns down.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna how dare you?
No.
I'm gonna how dare you, Skip Bayless?
Hey, Tex, here. Wait.
Skip
this way.
Skip Bayless. Oh, we got touching tips over here. We got horn tips. We got beef tips right there. I'm gonna how dare you?
Don't worry, you'll get the gravy later.
Yep.
Speaking of biscuits, I'm gonna how dare you, Skip Bayless? How dare you, Skip Bayless? Quit when the chips are down, dude. You started this show, went on Undisputed, Your host left, your co-host left, Shannon Sharp left. You brought in 16 different people to try to do the show with, and nobody wants to sit there and argue with you about the Lakers and the Cowboys. Nobody cares about the Cowboys anymore. Nobody cares about the Lakers anymore.
That's all people talk about.
You're out of tricks, dude. You are out of tricks. There's a new sheriff in town.
You
It's
can't
the
go
MILLY
a
Goats.
show without mentioning Dak.
If the Cowboy, if you want to come on here, Skip Bayless, and debate us, that is fine. But I cannot believe that since your show ratings stink and nobody watches your show, that you quit and turned tail and turned it in instead of trying to stand up and come up with some other takes. It's over. It's done. See you later. How dare you, Skip Bayless? You got to fight, dude. You can't be turning tail. That's all I got to say about that. Butch P, do you have a how dare you? Butch, do you have a how dare you?
No.
I'll fill one in for you. How dare the home run derby?
Oh, how dare the All-Star game? Like the whole thing.
Yes. Bring back the old home run derby where they're hitting, they get 10 outs, and they just can hit bombs for 3 hours if they keep hitting home runs.
And you can watch the ball go through the air with a tracker and where it lands. Like and they measure the distance. Like let's make it a spectacle. Like this whole thing where it's like how many home runs can we hit in 20 seconds is stupid.
No.
Didn't a guy hit 41 home runs in a round last year?
I have no idea.
But it's dumb. But still.
But I'm saying they were only allowed 40 pitches this time.
That's dumb.
I don't know. I miss the old 10 out. Guy gets hot and hits like 10 bombs on 1 out. That was the best. That was the absolute best.
The money
they got to mess with everything.
Yeah.
Griffey.
Oh yeah, that was the best home run derby of all time because you got these dudes up there, and it's like they're just mashing them, and you're watching the balls fly up there into Camden Yards and hit the warehouse. I mean, it's crazy.
Bring back steroids.
Ooh, yeah.
Juice the balls. Bring back steroids.
Pork bats.
Just for that weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buttery cows. That's what the
Juice
Irish
them and loose them.
Yeah.
Butterfat cows.
Put coolers of beer there in the dugouts. Have these guys really having a good time.
And let them wear their own jerseys.
Every home run, shotgun a beer.
Holy moly. No. People will die.
They're puking on live TV.
Patriot,
somebody has to shotgun a beer. How about that? Doesn't necessarily have to be the
designated beer shotgunner.
Somebody probably already is doing that.
Probably. I thought of a game. I thought of a game where you take a shot during the open. I can't remember what it is. Maybe it'll hit me before we get done. Patriot, that wasn't slander to the Cowboys. That was slandering Skip Bayless, who's a supporter of the Cowboys. So that was crossfire.
A supporter of the Cowboys who's thrown away every jersey that he gets because he's mad at his team.
Away for real. He's not throwing those away for real.
Dude, it's on the internet. Watch it.
If you're interested,
it was in the trash. It's gone.
We did a dry run of the college football 25 play-by-play, and it was pretty fun. So we're in contact with like 2 or 3 leagues about streaming their games on our channel while we just do the color commentating, the color commentary, and the play-by-play with our own spin on football. So if you're yearning for football, we're going to be having that on our channel and calling some games of people playing this new college football game. I'm not playing it. I don't have enough time for that, but it's fun to watch. Those games go by fast. I'll tell you that.
I would totally play it if I had a system to play it on. They don't make it for the system I have.
Patriot. He said, and I quote, "Nobody cares about the Cowboys." I was talking to Skip Bayless.
Where's the lie?
I was talking to Skip Bayless. I'm trying to motivate him to not quit. I'm trying to motivate Skip Bayless to not quit. That's all I'm saying. All right. Inter-squad DraftKings Jamboree going into the final major. I would have to really have a major collapse to lose this thing. I got 17. Dylon has 12 with an asterisk, so you can say 13 or not. J.U.Y.S has 10. He hasn't won in 2 months. Tex has 6. He has not won in a while. Butch P is NASCAR dude, so he's got 6. So can Tex get pushed to the bottom? Stay tuned to find out, because we also have the playoffs that'll lead us right into football, and then Butch can start to defend his crown.
And
once we're done with this open,
alternate. Don't forget about the alternate.
Yes, the Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Cuda.
we don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
What were you gonna say, Tex?
Thorbjornson's in that one.
So
I was gonna say once the open's over, I'm pretty much done with golf. I'll still play, but I'm not in.
You're out.
I'll still play.
It's your off season.
But
Going to Cancun.
I'll still create 20
but I'm out.
lines, but I'm not playing.
I will still do that.
All right.
But I won't enjoy it.
It's 11. The open starts
we got
in 2.5 hours.
We got lineups to build. If you have not joined our contest yet, it is in the show description. Go click on the link, sign into DraftKings, enter $1, and then come compete with us and watch me finish, which I didn't know meant DFL. I figured out what that meant, and I got roasted. So thank you, DFS Golf Stats, for that. Recommend our show to a friend. Dead freaking last.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Other adjectives or whatever it was to describe that.
Yeah, I get it.
Let's win the Millie. Recommend our show to a friend. Follow us. Download our show on Apple, Spotify, iHeart, wherever you find your podcast. Hit the like button. That always helps us. Follow us on YouTube and Rumble, the Millie Goats. Twitter at Millie Goats. Instagram at the Millie Goats. Website and blog, themillygoats.godaddysite.com. We will update it once before football, maybe once a year. Subscribe to the show, rate the show, review the show. Thank you, Super James, Blue, Patriot, Bear with a Machine Gun, Buku, all you guys tuning in on Rumble, putting us way up there on the rankings for sports, right behind Big Cat, playing his games.
Let's go
shout out
win the
BMO.
Millie.
Shout out BMO. Let's win the Millie. I'm all in. Almost.
Hit it.
Hit it.
From 28 yards. Good snap, holds down, and the Mountaineers win in overtime. The field goal is good from Jason Viteris, and the Mountaineers escape the Low Country with